Hello YouTube, Slate Warrior here, and I guess I'm in trouble. I have some explaining to do, don't I? Because the 100 subscriber special was supposed to be a daily series, wasn't it, Slate? Why didn't you post yesterday, Slate? I guess I gotta tell you. So, what happened basically is that I got addicted to Battery Men, and I went on Dueling Network and increased my rating by like 400 points, and now I'm rated like 500 on DN, which is, pretty impressive for me because, I didn't play really at all this format. So that's what I was doing yesterday, and then the reason this video is a little bit late is because today I was talking to my friend Anti-Metaman on Skype. If you remember, when my computer broke, he uploaded on my channel. He said, wouldn't be able to upload for a while, so I thank him for that. But the reason why I talk about him today is because we were building a Cloudian deck. Cloudian is one of his favorite decks, and I was going against the hero player, and I had made koa'ki got destroyed. Then I made Crimson Ninja and Big Eye, and I took the opponent's Shining. He was getting really salty because we were beating him with Cloudians, right? So I messaged Mega Capital G, his name is Big Snacks on DN, just because I wanted to, I messaged him, I'm winning with Cloudians, come watch. And he actually came, and the opponent rage quit once he saw that watchers were coming, because Mega Capital G came. So after the duel, he said, can I get another one of you, basically with this deck, can I record one? And I tell him, that's fine, but record this guy play it, because he's the one who piloted the deck. So what he did is he recorded that, and it actually went on his channel. So I'll be linking that in the description, because I've been, messing with the comments and just making sure we promo Anti-Metaman's channel. It's in my top qual channels sidebar. If you go to my homepage and go to the sidebar, you should definitely subscribe to everybody in there. Actually, YGOSmurf, the person that I'm dueling right now, is actually there too. So his link will be in the description as well. But yeah, so in other news, I guess we'll do some news segments while I'm just kind of avoiding talking about the duel. Oh, actually, this is pretty funny, right? So I have Kree Bandit and normal summoned it, and I'm not going to the end phase. I keep clicking on it thinking I can activate its effect. Like, I don't use DevPro, I normally use DN. But in other news, the next YouTuber competition round 4, the top 6 has ended. Every video has been up for a week, so I'll be making my review of that starting tomorrow. I'll post it in the next couple of days. Also, this is really important. I want everybody to pay attention really closely because I need this to work for me, okay? So I'm going to be linking a video in the description on YGOSmurf's channel where he is talking about how since school is back in, he needs to cut some people off of his tag partner series. If you don't know, I have a series on his channel called Slaying with Slate. So what I need you guys to do is go to this video and vote for me in the comments. So you vote for 2 people that you want to keep in the tag series, right? So just comment Slate and something else. The names of the other people, Omega Chaos, Stanzi, and Lunar, they're in the video, so just pick one other one, but just comment Slate and whoever else, because I really want to keep going with these tag series. Him including me on his channel has really benefited my channel, so I just want to make sure that I can continue. I'm definitely losing right now. I'm down by about 5 votes, I'd have to say. The 2 people that are winning are about 5 votes ahead of me each, so if I can get just like 6 votes then I'll be ahead of them. So I'll be linking in the description. It's just the tag partner cut video, the people he's cutting on YGOSmurf's channel, and I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and you don't just comment below Slate and someone else, so I can keep doing the videos in the channel, and of course subscribe to Daniel YGOSmurf. Subscribe to his channel, it's awesome. Okay, so I'll be linking that, and I guess I can start talking about the actual duel now, right? So he's got koa'ki Mirror Sandman, which negates traps, and I don't play any traps, so that part of koa'ki Mirror Sandman isn't really a problem for me. But I'm going into Ride-In now, and I'm going to get, what is he going to respond? I believe he has a Bottomless back there, if I recall correctly. I can't really attack over his dude, so yeah, he lets it go through, and I'm going to mill 2, and one of them is a Light Sworn, so now I can attack over his dude. I can crash if I wanted to. But yeah, I mill 2 lights. BLS, that's not very good, but I can always get it back with M7, right? I can always get it back with M7, right? Once you see the end of this video, you realize why I'm saying that. So yeah, I've got a good amount of lights and darks. It's pretty fueled. Nothing in there is live. I'm just checking for live cards, right? Because, I've got Malicious and Plague and Light Pulsar cards that are all live in the grave, Eclipse Wyvern, stuff like that. I got a Malicious in my hand, which isn't that good, but if I can get Plague into the graveyard, then I can stack it with Plague, and that's just a simple stack. But yeah, he's gonna Bottomless my Chaos Sorcerer. I would have used it to banish his monster and then go into Leo, so he's gonna banish my monster. And then yeah, I just end, I don't crash, and then I mill a Malicious, which is beautiful. because if I can get Plague into the graveyard, I can stack my Malicious and then banish a Malicious in the graveyard and special summon my other Malicious, and then go into like Leo or any 4 or 8. You guys know how, or not 4, any level 8 synchro or rank 6 if I can get stuff out. So you guys know how my deck works at this point. I try to make as many rank 6 Exceeds and removal cards. I make synchros, level 8 synchros, and then I make Leo. Those are the major levels that my deck makes. So you guys know how the plays work for now. You guys know how the Plague Malicious engine works. Okay, so he's actually playing the TG engine in his koa'ki Meru. It's Rock Stun, by the way. YGOSmurf is playing a Rock Stun koa'ki Meru deck, which is really cool. It can abuse cards like Block Golem and Fossil Dyna, Gaia Plate. So he goes into Goyo, of course, because that is like the best level 6 synchro at this point. Vulcan's also pretty good, and HTS Saihimuth are some pretty good ones, but Goyo's probably the best. 28 attack, like why does it have so much attack? So he steals my Raiden, and it actually mills his deck in the end phase, which is pretty cool, I guess. So I've got the Malicious in the grave blinking over there. I have Solar Recharge right now, I could use it. Oh, okay, so I'm going to actually summon Light Pulsar by discarding Raikou and Plague, which gets my Plague into the grave to stack the Malicious, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to stack my Malicious. Just Plague and Malicious just go so well together, like it's crazy. Like, were they designed for each other? I know Malicious came out way before Plague, but goddamn. So I'm going to banish my Malicious to special summon the Malicious that I just top decked, and at this point I can make a level 8 Synchro or a rank 6 Xyz monster with the monsters that I currently have in the field. I also have Raiden and Solar Recharge in my hand, which is a really good setup. I just hope that I don't mill Malicious when I happen to do that, because I need the Malicious in my deck so I can use the Malicious on the field to eventually banish from the graveyard to special summon it from the deck. So yeah, I'm just looking around for plays, right? I'm just contemplating whether I want to normal summon the Raiden and go into like a Leo and a Beals, or risk not getting anything from my draws and milling that Malicious, which I most definitely do not want to mill at this point, but I can also mill other good stuff. So I'm going to end up activating the draw card, which is a great card in my deck, and it's definitely worth it. I get another normal summon, which is good, and I also get a charge of the Light Brigade for me to add Lila to pop his future back rows. And I'm going to normal summon that Card Trooper, which will eventually get up to 1900 attack by milling his cost, and then the effect of it is to gain 500 attack for each card milled. You always mill 3 in this deck, there's no reason not to. I don't know, I mean, unless you have like 1 or 3 cards left in your deck and you want to mill 2 so you don't deck out. I don't know. I have no clue why you want to mill less than 3. So yeah, I can pretty much go into my entire extra deck at this point. I don't have a Raiden, but so that means I can't go into Leo. But I have pretty much options for everything else. So I'm just looking through, seeing what I can make, see what the best option would be, and I'm gonna go into Gauntlet Launcher to completely rip up his field and get rid of both of them. I don't like either of those cards. Yeah, I want to get rid of the Goyo so it doesn't steal my monsters, and I'm going to get rid of the Raiden because that is my monster. So yeah, now I have the Malicious in the grave. I didn't mill the 3rd Malicious, so I can bring out the 3rd Malicious from the deck, go into a card like Beals or Stardust, whatever I think is the card that I need. If you top deck Stark Hole, then Stardust would be pretty good. If you top deck Stark Hole, Beals would be a little bit worse because only it would protect itself. But I mean, Beals is just good in general because they don't often have Dark Hole, and he has 500 more attack and the ability to just keep himself on board in a lot of circumstances. The card that kills Beals, of course, is 101, but 101 kills like pretty much every card that protects itself and every card that doesn't protect itself, unless it's like Leo, which can't be targeted except during your main phase 2. And I mean, if your opponent can arc you, can 101 you in your main phase 2, I'd really like to see it happen. So I go for Beals now, which is the smart play. I'm just going to get as much damage on board as I can. I mill 3 for Card Trooper, get him up to 1900. Got a Veiler, 2 MSTs. It's a terrible mill, but it's whatever. I'm just trying to gain the attack. Yeah, Card Trooper is real in this deck. Like, I don't know, just the ability to attack over stuff as well as get me that draw when he gets destroyed. And of course, milling the deck is always good. I only run 1 Kree Bandit. I think I talked about this before on my channel. But I run 1 Kree Bandit, double Card Trooper. I run probably 3 Card Trooper if Card Trooper was at 3. Card Trooper is the only non-light or dark monster that I main deck, as is for a lot of Chaos decks, because Card Trooper is just so good in them. He's got 4 cards in his hand at this time. I believe he's going to bring out a Block Golem and a TG Striker, because TG Striker will allow him to have some synchro plays, and Block Golem is a really good card in the Rockstun deck. It's pretty much the only deck that it's played in. Yeah, so he brings out the TG Striker, like I said, and the Block Golem. Okay, so what it does is if you only have Earths in your graveyard, you can tribute it and then special summon 2 Rock-type monsters, level 4 lower. So he can bring out 2 koa'ki Meru cards. one that negates monster effects and one that negates traps. The one that negates monster effects is really good against my deck. The one that negates traps is terrible, so he gets rid of the one that negates traps to Vulcan back my Beals as well as his own Vulcan. Vulcan's like an amazing card. It's beautiful. It has a great effect. Like, it's beautiful meaning it's art. It's a freaking fire tiger. What's better than a fire tiger? I of course have a Vulcan in this deck as well, so you know I have much experience using Vulcan and his effect. Just one for one bouncing. I guess it's 1 for 1 because if he stays on board, yeah. So just 1 for 1 bouncing is pretty good because you know bouncing gets around those nasty destruction effects. So he summons the Gaia Plate, which is one of the cards that I was talking about earlier. Is really good in the Rock Stun decks. It's you banish, right? You banish rocks in your graveyard to special summon him. So he clears my board by attacking over my stuff, and then I get a draw. I draw a Light Pulsar with Card Trooper, which is good. So I have the Light Pulsar in the graveyard to special summon if I need it. I also have a Light Pulsar in my hand to special summon if I need it. And a Plague to normal summon to go into whatever 8 I happen to like, whatever synchro I happen to want to go into it to get out of this situation. So I'm going to banish the Raiden and the Malicious, bring out the Light Pulsar. Still have that Light Pulsar live in my grave. I also have a Plague live in my hand. So yeah, I'm going to bring out the other Light Pulsar by dropping my hand. That Plague is not live right now because I don't have anything in my hand to top deck, and then I go into an M7, right? Okay, so the smart thing to do here would be to just attack over his koa'ki Meru guy with my M7, but no, remember when I was talking about BLS earlier? I can always return it with M7? I decided to freaking be an idiot and activate his effect to return the BLS to my hand to win in style, when I could have just won by attacking. And then he negates it with his koa'ki Meru Guardian. Now, when we were dueling, he told me afterwards that he didn't know that he could activate that. Like, he would not have actually activated it if it was something like Dueling Network. DevPro told him to activate it, so that's, you know, if this was on Dueling Network right now, you guys would all be in the comments like, oh, why didn't he, you know, he could have won if you would have negated your M7, but yeah, alright. So yeah, I just want to stress the fact that you guys should definitely click the link in the description for the tag partner voting video. I need you guys to vote Slate and then any of the other tag partners in a comment. But other than that, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Favorite it if you liked it that much. Share it with your Yu-Gi-Oh friends to promote Y100 subscriber special. And comment or I won't know that you viewed the video. And comment to help me celebrate because I love to read your guys' comments. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you later, YouTube.